Hi, my name is Atif and I did my SAP course in September when I finished it. And now I've gotten a job at TTI Group near Stuttgart, and that's where I'm going to start my work in November. I have been working as a business analyst pretty much from the start of my career, which is 2003. And a lot of times, most of my work has been from the client side. So that was a lot more interaction with the business and with the SAP consultants. But I've never worked on the side from the SAP side, from the technical point of view. And after being in a BA position for a very long time from the client side, I decided that I wanted to get into the technical side of it and get more knowledge and hone my experience in that. And that was one of my aim. And why I chose finance SAP, because I was quite scared of finance, and that was something that challenging for me, and I wanted to really get to know that end of SAP. Well, a couple of things in the course that really helped me a lot, and I think will definitely help me in the future in my work as well. The first part is definitely the soft skill part, which is additional to the course, and it's really a very big part. I think, especially when we're working for mid-level jobs and stuff, companies are not just looking that you know the technical stuff, which you do, you've worked for a very long time. I think they also are looking is how you're communicating and how confidently you are able to solve issues that you're not aware of. I think during the course, they've really helped how to go through resources, how to manage a situation that you actually are not aware of. So you're never going to know everything about all the systems, but you do always have the skill set to actually troubleshoot problems. And I think that was a part, so because of a lot of discussions, a lot of team, group activities, I think that gave me a lot more confidence or practice. And that really helps in really doing my work more efficiently and also having a lot more confidence in stepping into a different project and actually really confidently working in it. My favorite part of the program was a lot of collaboration between the team members, and also the soft skills part was pretty good. That really helped in how you should change your CV, how you should approach your interviews, and so we had a lot of practice with the colleagues as well. So it was a holistic approach that was really good for me. So I really enjoyed it, not just the technical part, but also the soft skill part. Well, how it helped me is on two levels. One, on a personal level, obviously, when the more I got to know the technical knowledge, the more teachers had given us opportunities to express ourselves. I think my personal confidence level really increased, so that obviously had one part. The other part is obviously the way they helped us with the CVs. So I think, in my opinion, that the companies really saw that this person is actually also studying while I'm actually looking for a job as well. That was, I think, a really big contributing factor. I definitely think the more opportunities did open up to me once I had it on my CV. Also, I think from my experience in Germany, they really value certification, they really value continuity in your career or education. Definitely, once there was no gap in the CV, that really definitely helped, and I really did get a lot more responses from companies. Well, ideally, I would recommend this course to people who have already had some sort of work experience, because this is kind of like a supplementary knowledge, and that actually helps. And I think companies are looking for people who have had prior experiences, I guess, depending on the role that they're looking for. That's what I would ideally recommend it to. However, obviously in my cohort, there were people who didn't have work experience before, but they really have to work twice as hard, even more, to get at that level of understanding, because it is a massive system to understand. And I think definitely recommend it to them as well, but I think it should be really clarified to them that the workload is going to be a lot more, and the expectations should be aligned to that. The day in the course was pretty hectic, to be honest, in the beginning, because you were getting used to, I personally have never done such a long course online, so obviously that meant that we had to really start the course at 9 o'clock, you have to be ready before that, and then be really switched on for the entire day, pretty much. Obviously there was self-study as well, but that was also monitored pretty well. So yeah, by the end of the day, 6 o'clock, you're pretty much exhausted. You really don't want to do anything else. However, as time goes by, you kind of get used to it, and you adjust to it. And I think the pressure of it actually is kind of good, because you tend to really push yourself, push your boundaries to understand what the course is all about. Well, As a business analyst, I mean, it covers a lot of areas depending on companies, what they're looking for. Usually I'm working with process improvement projects, and that requires a lot of coordination with a lot of different departments, heads, and different stakeholders all the time. So you have to not just manage systems, you have to manage people as well. I always say major part of my job is ego management than really a lot of other things. So system implementation is the easiest part, is getting the people along on the way with that, and aligning them with that is where really takes most of the work. I wasn't expecting when I came to Germany that I will be getting this opportunity, and I didn't even really know what benefits I'm going to actually get by the end of the course. But I trusted the course, I trusted the teachers, I trusted the process, and it seemed like a really long 6-month time, but it definitely has paid off. And I think even if I say I hadn't gotten a job by now, I think the knowledge that I've gotten, the people I met, the skill set that I got to practice during this time is absolutely invaluable. And that's something that is absolutely great. To be honest, when the soft skill part was introduced in the first part of the course, I thought this is just going to be easy and wasn't really taking it really seriously, because it did start very basic of how, from psychological tests and all that. But I think as time passed by, I think it really pushed your boundaries to think how you're approaching, and even approaching your job opportunity, how you're even like the reasoning that you're giving why you're looking for a job, how you're presenting yourself, because different people are coming from a very different backgrounds, as I said before. But the soft skill part really helped everyone individually. And that's the part that I really liked, that it wasn't like there's one template and everybody has to follow it. I think the teacher was fantastic because she pushed each individual on their own levels, and then asked them and pushed them for the why is it that they're doing what they're doing. And I think that really, really helped. I don't know, well personally I think and different people are from different countries and stuff, I think that a lot of people felt intimidated by the fact that, a lot of people obviously because they haven't worked before. English is not the first language, I understand that Germany, obviously German language is definitely required, but in my own experience, I think communication is a very, very big thing of which every company really looks forward to. And in SAP, for example, communication is a big part of it. In SAP, we're not like just technical people sitting behind a screen. It's a lot of interaction, a lot of personal relationships that needs to be developed. I think that's why I'm really saying a lot more about the soft skill part and the technical part. The technical part is standard, that's what is being taught. But the soft skill part that has been added, I think that is the genius move. That really has helped a lot of people. I remember from the start of the group and by the end of the group, they were fantastic. You could see the confidence that people were talking, and it's wonderful to see people evolve, and within 6 months.